Good morning, everybody. It is day 13, driving cross country. I'm in Missouri, and I'm having a good morning. I got some good rest, feeling so blessed. I got no stress, it's a good morning. How we doing? I'm feeling great. I just had a reroute idea. So I've been trying to go south for a few reasons, none of which are really valid, and that's what I just realized. Because I've gone like way, this cross country trip has truly been like a freestyle because I did not take the best routes. I just entered the city of Eldon, like Elden Ring. It's pretty cool. There's like nothing here, but I just saw the sign that said it. But anyways, yeah, I woke up this morning to some decisions to make. The route that I had been currently on was going to take me to Shawnee, Oklahoma as a checkpoint. I think it's like 6 hours from here, followed by Phoenix. But what I did not take into consideration is that is adding a lot of time to my trip by bringing me really far south only to bring me back up once I get to Nevada in California from Arizona. And so my buddy Jack just called me, or actually he sent me a message on Instagram, and he was like, hey, are you gonna be in Colorado on Thanksgiving? Because I'm flying out. And so I told him no. I was like, nah, I'm gonna be in probably in Albuquerque. And then it clicked in my head. I was like, wait, I haven't gone this Colorado route because I've been avoiding it because of the potential of snow with the Rockies. And sorry, I'm about to get coffee and then I'll be thinking a little bit faster. Let's go do that and we'll finish this story. We're at the Brew Brothers in Missouri. All right. Where was I? Trying to get my thoughts out. So my buddy Jack asked me if I'll be in Colorado on Thursday, to which I was surprised. I was like, no, I won't be. I'll be in Arizona or New Mexico. And then it dawned on me, let me look up the route. And so for whatever reason, guys, like the route, if I just typed in, like, let's say I was in New York City and I typed in Bakersfield, it was going to take me just whatever was the fastest route. But if I went that route, then I wouldn't have had the chance to see Jay and Oreo, which I tried to see yesterday all day. I didn't get to see them. Jay ended up sending me a message and he followed me back. What an inspiration. Yo, they pushed 118 miles yesterday. Truly insane. So check his YouTube out and he's going to post the video the full day from yesterday. 118 miles on a skateboard is nuts. And so because I took the route to see Jay and Oreo, it brought me to Missouri where I had to make some decisions. And so yeah, I was like, well, I could go through the South and avoid going through Kansas, which is just a long, boring strip, and I wouldn't have to go through Colorado. I was just weighing all these options out. And so once I realized I wasn't going to just take the straight shot back to Bakersfield from New York, sorry it's taking me this long to say this, that's when I started looking up just cities. Like, I'm going to go from city to city. And so massive mistake on my end, and I started doing that when I left North Carolina. I was like, oh wait, Washington DC, Philly, and New York City are so close to each other. If I just get to DC, I could just shoot straight to New York City. Yo, that's not how it works. That is not how it works. That mistake cost me like 4 hours of driving that day. I was so pissed just because I was in bumper to bumper traffic in Maryland. I didn't even see DC. I didn't even get to explore Baltimore. I thought I was going to go through them all, Philly, and it had me going around them. And then eventually when I got near Philly, it shot me all the way up north and wrapped me around. And I was just like, dude, whatever. So yeah, on the way back, when I left New York City, I had a vision of staying north because I would always be like a half day shot to drive down to Jay and Oreo, depending on where they would be. So day one, driving back from from New York City, I put in Cleveland as my end destination. However, I made it to wherever I was in Pennsylvania, guys. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. I did not make it to Ohio. So then the next day I realized, I was like, oh, well, I shouldn't go to Cleveland. That's like a little farther north. Let me just make my my next destination Indianapolis, because I know that they were coming from St. Louis. And so once I got to Columbus, Ohio, I was like, oh, I could go further than that. And so I pushed it all the way through Indianapolis until I got to Illinois. And then from there, it was, I'm going to try and find them. They were also in, where were they yesterday? They were in Illinois, Pittsfield. Yeah, Springfield. So I thought I was going to find them yesterday. So that brings us back to today, decision time. Sorry, it's taking me this long to say it. Get another sip of the coffee. Decision time. So I chatted with my old roommate, who is now in Oklahoma, that I was going to potentially go there last night. And then this morning as well, I hit him another message and I haven't heard back from him. And then I have a friend that is in Arizona that I wanted to see, that ultimately it's just not going to work out. So it kind of gave me the choice right now, split decision. I could save like 4 to 6 hours getting back home if I just go through Colorado. And so, guys, we're going to go through Colorado. We're going to go through the Rockies. We're going to go through my old stomping grounds, which initially when I had started the idea of this road trip, I was very much looking forward to, but I had since thought that I'm not going to see Colorado. And so now I'm pretty excited because I think I'm maybe an 8-hour drive from Denver, maybe, give or take. It's 10 a.m., so I should get there around sunset. But yeah, I think that's the plan, guys. And then once I get to Denver, I can assess the situation. If it is too treacherous, if there's a winter storm going through the Rockies, then I can always go south. But I'm realizing, I lived in Colorado for 6 years. I drove through the snow for 6 years. I do not want to underestimate it in any way, think that I can just handle that snow, especially in this little hatchback stick shift 4-cylinder. But in my experience, if there was a time to drive through it, it would be right now, between right now and like April. Like, you're going to want to go right now, or you're going to want to wait until like March, April, because it's going to just get loaded with snow. Then the roads get icy after dark. I mean, it might be, 18 degrees on a lot of these roads. So I think the time is now, and I have to strike while the iron's hot, and I need to go to Colorado. And having said that, I will determine, based on the weather, if I'll go through the Rockies. And I'll also determine how long I'm going to stay there, depending on when my buddy Jack calls me and if I can't link up with some of my friends out there. So, Colorado, I'm on my way. Decision's been made. Whoa, we made it to the capital of Kansas. We're in Topeka. $5, bro, for the puffer. What? $5 for the zip up, bro. We grabbing one of these. Guaranteed grabbing one of these. The hanger just broke, but we grabbing this bit. All right, guys. We're, I think, 50 miles from the border of Colorado. I just got a $5 hoodie. Low key, I needed it. My Jesus hoodie. I did not wash that since I left, and that is why I stopped wearing it. Because I was like, dog, I need to wash this junk. Hold on. What the heck? Not used to these pumps out here. Everywhere got a different pump system. I haven't seen this style pump though since I left Colorado, where you gotta pull it up. But yeah, getting this cheap gas. What is it? $2.55. Can't beat it. Day 13 of the road trip. Going to my buddy Grant's tonight. Not gonna lie, this is the most tired my legs have been the entire time I've been driving. I've been having to adjust the whole day. I'm 6'4" for reference, and I don't fit in many cars. I need me like a big old truck or an SUV or a van or something that's got the leg room in the future. Maybe one day I'll get one of those soon. But in the meantime, we're on our way to Denver, pulling up on my buddy Grant, one of the most talented artists that I've ever met in real life. He's not shy, I'll show you his skills. And then, yeah, Jay Cabs, this legendary producer out of New York City. Actually, he's from where my cousin lives. I think he's from there, but we're just going to call it New York City to make it easier. congratulations to him. I just met him at my cousin's studio, and he recently was accredited or credited, however you want to say it, as a producer on this up and coming rapper out of Florida on his project that made it to the Billboard. And so we hit it off. This dude played me an unreleased Future song. He's low-key sending beats to Future, and Future's recorded on his beats. Craziest experience. He sent me a beat. So I got an exclusive J-Cabs beat in the vault, and I'm on my way to my homie's studio. I will be there in about 4 hours. Let's go. Oh my gosh, guys, we made it to Colorado. I just looked up where my cousin's house is from here. It's 1,800 miles. That's pretty impressive. We left Sunday night, and it is Wednesday, 6:30 Mountain Time. We're making legendary time, guys. Even though yesterday I scrambled around looking for Jay and Ollie, or Oreo, did not find them. We're making record time, guys. This is great. I think I'm about 2.5 hours from my buddies. And yeah, 437 miles between me and Utah. So that's next up on the agenda, but we are going to be taking a few days rest from long distance, and we are going to stay local in Denver, Boulder, catch up with some friends, and go on some fun adventures out here, show you guys some cool stuff you've probably never seen. And to anyone that followed me when I started my YouTube last March, yo, we're back in Colorado, where it all started. Before I ever knew I was going to be in California, I had no idea I'd be in Cali. I was just enjoying my life in Colorado. Lived there for a little over 6 years. So it's crazy to be back. Oh yeah, baby, Colorado, let's go. I'm excited. Just filling up real quick. And then I'm headed to my buddy Grant's. It's pretty cold outside. Feels good though. The air out here is nice. You're a mile high, so you're getting like some fresh air. There's a ton of snow on the ground, as you can see. I mean, it's not a ton, but thankfully it's not in the roads. But yeah, it feels good to be back in Colorado, baby. Let's go.